Is it on? Okay. Good God. Okay, so I've been doing the artist way. I'm currently in week 2, but this is like a check-in for week 1. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The artist way, in combination with reading the Bible in a year, and the combination of just finishing this book, I Surrender All, and trying to partner with God through a lot of things, is eating me up. Chomp, 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 8. Okay? Because also, like, I find myself in this waiting season, right? And so it's really interesting. And for people that don't know the artist way, it's this book. It's 12 weeks, and it was the first week was talking kind of about like when you have to do these morning pages. So like every day I'm writing 3 large pages, right? And then the first week is like talking about like recovering like your sense of safety. So you navigate like who has been like kind of like your artist villain. And then you also like talk through like your shadow artists and stuff like that. Honestly, as I was like, reflecting, there's definitely people, right? Sure. But I think one storyline that I remembered and reflected on, especially as I'm in this space as an entrepreneur, and like realizing that I've allowed a level of self-doubt to also become self-sabotage. Especially when I'm in like seasons where I'm like, let's get it together. Like I gotta figure it out myself, and I'm really not trying to do that. I'm honestly like, I'm truly like, okay, step by step, moment by moment, right? But also I was realizing I had this big like revelation through the week that I have been allowing fear to become like a full-blown distraction. And not in this space where I'm trying to be perfect, but it's like not allowed me to think through things with clarity. And one thing about me, I'm gonna pray that prayer that's like, Lord, remove distractions. I don't care if that's people, whatever. I used to be scared about it, but that's something I pray very quickly. And so that really came up. And I was like, wow. And in that, I was reflecting back when I was a kid, when I learned what, like the definition of what an entrepreneurship was. So I don't know where, how, what, when, but I do remember I was young. And, I'm a baby girl, so I'm the youngest. And like my brother, still to this day, but like especially when I was younger, like I just thought my brother was so cool. Like if he did something, like I wanted to kind of do it, but I also knew like I had to be my own person right away. I don't know how, but I just knew I also had to be my own person. And my brother said he wanted to be an entrepreneur. I think first he said he wanted to be like a freedom fighter or something, and I was like, nah, I'm definitely not trying to do that. And then he said he wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I think my dad may have given him the description. I don't know what it is, but I heard the description of an entrepreneur, and I wanted to be that. I didn't share it with anyone, but I wanted to be it. But because I knew my brother wanted to be it, I was like, no, I don't want to be it then. And that's when I got like obsessive around like neuroscience, science, all those types of things like that, because like that was really cool too. But I would do things like I would like paint up rocks and sell it. Like I would, but I wouldn't step all the way through that. Like I didn't study business and communication. Like I remember my brother studying communication. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, but I think I've become my own villain by never trying like, I don't know what it is exactly, but I think it's this thing of even right now with entrepreneurship and this job, it's like, oh, I'm doing Hanahana. I have other ideas. There's 2 other things I've been working on. One is called You're Invited. 2 is called Founder Forward Lab. And I've been letting like fear and this same thought process of like, oh, these people are already doing it, I can't do it. Even though I'm looking at it in a whole different creative way. It's annoying. I don't know, the check-in, I guess. And also like during this whole week, right? Things have been going like crazy. Like work feels really hard. Like really, really hard. I had just turned 34. I decided to do the artist way. It was supposed to be right after I turned 34, but then I was navigating what they call RTV, like returns from Ulta, because we're moving out of the stores but only online, and that's been hitting my ego, even though like it was partially like my decision, but I also feel like they've given up on us, or like they just didn't really help us, but that's a story for another time. And it's like the RTVs, which is like the most unorganized, worst experience ever, all started on my birthday, where you just start getting different boxes from all these different stores back. So like when we launched in Ulta 2 years ago, we first launched in 300 stores, and then they moved us to the 500 stores, and I was just like, I don't think this is a good idea, but it is what it is, right? Cool, it looks good, I guess. But imagine now, like, any of the leftovers from different stores, you're just setting back. So for like 2 weeks, from my birthday, which was the 5th, to the 14th of March, even a little bit beyond, but the 12th of March, which was 8-year anniversary of Hanahana, we've been getting all these RTVs. I was just so sad. I think my ego was hit, my pride was hit. Also, I was just feeling like so anxious, like, dang, am I going to fail this business? And also, if let's say this business doesn't work in the way that I want to, then how can I start a founder lab? I don't know. All I know is that I'm trying to push through the fear and the doubt. I'm not just allowing it to sit there, and writing out in the mornings have been really great. I also took myself on an artist day, and it was so simple, but it made me have this realization also that like, oh, most time I make decisions, yes, on my benefit, but it's always thinking about other people. And like when you're just all by yourself, just to do something for yourself, it was kind of hard for me to just make a choice just for me, to benefit me. Yeah. I don't know. I feel a lot of emotions. It's like weak. Yeah. I feel sadness. I feel anger. I feel excitement. I'm really trying to push through and work on things. Like when I get done with this video, even doing this video and posting it is like a push of just sharing and being transparent, honest. Because I do truly believe that I have a strong belief in discernment and understanding. I feel like that is like one of my gifts is around having faith where people can lean onto my faith. And I believe like in this time period, though like things feel like really crazy, like even around the world, like things are nuts, right? And even just right now in like my life as an entrepreneur, like it's really scary. I feel like I'm hitting more than rock bottom. You know, I'm feeling like I am, but also I just have this hope and this expectation that like God's supernatural provision will just help me through. That I need to follow through and share. I need to not be scared and not let fear in the way. And so with that, I'm going to share this check-in. I'm going to try to do it every week, share a check-in. Even if no one looks at it, maybe one person will look at it and they'll be inspired to do the artist way. Maybe they'll be inspired to open up their word. You know, there's this like point, I think it's like Proverbs 27, or is it Psalms? I think it's Psalms 27, at the end of Psalms 27. And it says like, wait on the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. And right before that, it says like, I believe that I shall look upon goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And I believe that. That's a promise. And I'm just trying to stay in the presence of God as I move towards my promise. Not focus just on the promise. I feel like the promise is big, beyond entrepreneurship. It's in family, it's in love, it's in just like being able to be, a vessel, I guess. So, yeah. And I'm also, if you go to like Proverbs 27 too, I'm also like Proverbs 27:7. I'm over here like, Lord, hear my cry out loud. Like, I just be writing in the one page like, help me. I need you. Like, be gracious to me. Answer me. Like, you see this. So, yeah. That's it. Week 1, check-in, artist's way. We're doing our best. And I'm grateful that I'm on this and I'm trying to stay disciplined through it. Continue with my morning pages. Also during week 1, I did run my first race. So like, woot woot. Okay, bye.